Thank you, Bob. It is a great honor to be here. I really appreciate this. My name is Steve Novick. I'm running for the United States Senate. I'm a guy who grew up in Oregon, went to the University of Oregon, went off to law school, spent 8 years in the Federal Justice Department suing polluters, then came back to Oregon, and has spent much of the past 12 years fighting Bill Sizemore and Don McIntyre and their attempts to destroy public services in Oregon. I'm 45 years old, and in the first couple of years of my life, although this country had a bunch of problems, it's clear that we were on the right track. We passed the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act. We declared war on poverty, and we meant it. We passed Medicare. We established federal aid to education. We're doing some pretty good things. And look where we are now. Our political leaders have ignored the issue of poverty. You see huge disparities in terms of health care, racially, and by income. You've seen the Supreme Court issue a decision that effectively legalizes major forms of job discrimination as long as employers hide discrimination that people are being discriminated against for more than 180 days. You see a country where the number of homeless keeps on growing. You see a country where, as opposed to 40 years ago, that we have a tax system that favors the wealthy. Back then, wealthy folks were paying their fair share. Now, some of the richest people in the country pay a lower tax rate than regular working folks, because people who make their money buying and selling stock pay a lower tax rate than people who actually work for a living. We need to do something about this. We can do something about this. And what I've learned in the course of this campaign is that the people of this state and of this country are ready to do something about this. I've talked to doctors who say they understand we need to reform the healthcare system, even if some of them make a little less money. I've talked to wealthy folks who understand we need to invest in education. We need to fight poverty, even if it means they have to pay a little bit more. The people of this country and of this state are ready to do what it takes to put us back on the right track. All they need are a few strong, principled, progressive leaders to show them the way. I plan to provide that kind of leadership. I spent the past 12 years fighting the forces of injustice in Oregon. I spent the previous 8 years fighting polluters. I'm proud to have worked with the Partnership for Safety and Justice, exposing the insanity of mandatory minimum sentencing laws. I plan to work on all these issues in the United States Senate. I'd be honored to have your vote, but more than that, I need your help once I'm in the United States Senate. Thank you so much.